success coach Kaya Redford and the creator of a program called Top Producing Faster to Your Wealth and Freedom, where we help leaders, entrepreneurs, influencers, salespeople, real estate, mortgage, financial services, anybody that's got stuff to sell, to be able to sell more, do more, have more, be more, and change the world at the same time. And this world changer, Dr. Neda, my gosh, this woman, you can bring her on stage. She is, certain people just have that energy. Certain people we're all spiritual beings living in a human body. Yes. But there are certain people that you feel their spirit, you feel the genuineness, you feel the heart and the soul. They say they wear it on their sleeve. She wears it everywhere. You feel it. This is Dr. Neda. Dr. Neda has been a doctor, chiropractor, acupuncturist, helping thousands of people solve and heal their pain. And let's bring her on stage because let's get to see her here. There she is. There she is. She is helping people live a healthy, pain-free life. And she's been doing this for 25 years. She owns her own line of natural weight loss products, as well as male enhancement drinks. And when I heard that, I'm like, okay, what is that? And we had a conversation, and I said, you mean like libido? She says, yeah. I know couples that one of the challenges they have in their relationship is the man has lost his libido, his testosterone. So we'll get into that topic. And she has been hugely impacted by Think and Grow Rich, the reason why she's here. Can I call her the Persian Oprah or the new Oprah? She has her own show called The White Seat with Dr. Neda. She interviews high value men. Was I on her show? I was on her show. And she's interviews men who are leading from their hearts. She started this global movement called Awakening. Awakening Hearts Movement, not awakening, but Awakening Heart Movement. Huge project where she's bringing people together with all the stuff that's going on in the world. One of her true passions is uniting men and women and the planet. And she started this vision, and she'll touch on that because she has two teenage sons, Ryan and Nico. And she lives in Dana Point. She loves dogs. She's got a beagle called Duke, all this other stuff. She started this vision because of that. What she's going to share with us today is her transformation. And more importantly, how to maintain our happiness. If you want to learn how to maintain your happiness and be grounded and peaceful and centered and powerful in the midst of a world that's completely in chaos and in breakdown, she's a testament to that. So she's going to be teaching us that today. So Dr. Neda, welcome to
Thank you, Kaya. What an introduction.
And by the way, that's the white seat. Do you see to the right there?
Yeah.
Actually, the white seat that she sits on. And can you show the other side? That's the other white.
These are the white seats.
You've had some very powerful people in those white seats. But before we get into that, with every great story, I know that you went through a lot of challenges, being a girl, being a woman in a third world country, and a bunch of stuff. Share with us a little bit the adversities you faced growing up and how Think and Grow Rich transformed your life.
Yes, I grew up. I mean, I was born in Iran, as everybody knows, in Middle East, and then I grew up and I was raised in Turkey, Istanbul, and everybody knows in the Middle Eastern countries, the women don't really get the education, the privileges that the men get. So growing up, it was very, very difficult to even, there was this double standards. Of course, my brother can go and play outside, but I had to stay home. Don't go. You're a girl. You stay home. And also, besides all of that, the internal.
There's the beagle, Duke.
That's Duke.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
He wanted to make an appearance.
He made an appearance. He's the star. Yep.
Yes. And as I was mentioning it to you, growing up, my dad was the most amazing human being on the planet. He passed away in 2019. But he was a full-on alcoholic, functioning alcoholic. So, with Think and Grow Rich, faith has always been my number one savior. So since I think I was born, I was always into the mysteries of life, and there's something higher, and I always knew there was something way bigger than myself. And that's one of the principles in Think and Grow Rich that has always, absolutely, I've practiced and I've believed in, and got me through so many difficult times. So definitely faith. Do you want me to go through
Yeah,
the
you know,
second and
I
third?
yeah, we had a chat and you pointed out three big things. And if you don't mind just sharing some specific examples of your life in the context of faith and then decision making. And you even said how you married someone, decide that in 24 hours, and then sixth sense. So share with those between those three principles in Think and Grow Rich: faith, decision making, and sixth sense. Give us some examples of how you applied those or how those transform your life.
With faith, it's a number one thing in my life. That the faith that I have, it's number one. Everything that I do, every decision. I mean, even in the morning when I wake up with gratitude, and I know that everything is going to be always okay. And I always pray that I can serve people on this little time we get on the planet.
Yes.
Whatever I can contribute, that's what I want to do. And it's really interesting because we always think we make decisions, but how much of our decisions we really make, if you really get into it, not so much. We think we are in control, but we really are not. Free will is a concept that's being studied right now. And I feel like if we made decisions, we would be way worse. We're better off that we don't make so many decisions. And subconsciously, we decide on so many things. Of course, we need to work on that. But for me, with the faith that I have, I always try to go with the flow and know that everything will be okay. So any decision that I make, including, as I told you, with my marriage, even with my practice, when I wanted to become when I was deciding what to do in life, going to school, taking biology classes and everything, every day I wanted to be something different. And I started really praying and honing in, like, okay, God, show me the way, because I don't know what to become in life. I know I want to help people, but there's so many different areas that I can do that. And of course, as he always comes through, we were invited to these people's homes that I didn't even know, and their kids were going to chiropractic school. And my brother had pain at the time. He's younger than me. And for the first time, I heard of chiropractors, and we took my brother, and he got healed in one session. So I was like, oh my God, I know exactly what I want to be in life. And I always believe it's faith. And I always believe that the guidance, every decision that I've made in my life, knowing that I have faith and I'm being guided, it
Mm.
really helps. That's faith. The decision making, I'm a kind of person that jump and then you'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So many people are, yeah, that's amazing. It's like shoot and then point the arrow after you shoot it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know where it's going to be. And, personal thing, I was 9 months old when I got up and started walking. I never crawled. So, I'm an action oriented person. I'm like, this crawling thing is not going to work for me. I'm just going to get up and start walking. I believe that sometimes when not sometimes, many times when we overthink things, our brain can play tricks on us. So decision
Mm.
making, I mean, I'm not just saying, well, I am saying actually, because on the second date, I said yes to my ex-husband. I mean, I knew him for 3 hours, basically total.
Right.
So, decision making, fast, quick decision making has always worked really well for me. Even if it didn't, because of my faith, I always believe that was the right decision. Even
Mm.
if people from the outside think it wasn't, I believe it. If it wasn't for the highest good of everyone, it wouldn't have happened.
Mm.
So they go together, the decision making and faith.
And
And then, of
faith.
course, the sixth sense is the intuition, and I believe we all have it. And some of us, like you and I, the Scorpios, we are a little bit more in tune with our intuition. We were born a little bit more into, not to discriminate, but yeah, the sixth sense. You know how when, so many times I would have a feeling that, okay, I'm not supposed to go to this meeting, or I am supposed to be there. And then I found out that, it's a life changing event. And I don't, like, my sixth sense always tells me, or if there's a negative energy, I know that I pick up on that. I'm very energy sensitive anyway to begin with. So the sixth sense was like these three things are like daily events basically in my life. And
And
the
they,
rest of
yeah, and they just go so hand in hand,
yes.
faith and then taking action on it. We've been hearing quite a bit. People are talking about faith and taking action. And because it's been just go, 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 that what are the last six letters in the word attraction? We always talk about law of attraction. Most people go, I don't know, what's the last six letters of the word attraction?
What's the
It's
last six? Like, action, of course.
action. You can't attract nothing if you're not taking action. You got to make the
In
decision.
Farsi,
And the
they
sixth
say,
sense.
in my language, they say from you action, from God blessings. And it's
Oh
true.
my gosh.
Take
Type
the
that in the
step
comments, someone. From you action and from
from
God
God.
blessings.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I know you wanted to share, some tools. We talked about how to maintain your happiness and how to be grounded and peaceful and centered in the midst of the world that is chaotic and in breakdown. You came from a place, from a origin of the world where there's a lot of conflict, and there's been a lot of conflict for thousands of years. And so how have you reached this really, you're super successful. You've got businesses for acupuncture and for chiropractic work. You're starting your own podcast. By the way, she doesn't even have this in her bio, but she's also a DJ.
Oh
She
my God,
DJ.
yes.
She's a DJ extraordinaire. Are you gonna book her to DJ for your next party? And she likes that good bouncing music. She's you are a socialite. You're always having gatherings. And so how have you found this, and what can you teach us, some steps for all of us amidst the world in chaos and drama going on in the world, in our household, with our finances, with our kids, how do we have the joy of living like you do?
Oh, thank you, Kaya. You've changed my life. I mean, you were my coach, so you're the best. You really, and Om, everybody. He even came up with Om, OHM. He came up with the name. So I'm grateful to you forever. And talking about gratitude, I think that's where everything really boils down to, because when you have gratitude, um you cannot judge a person, you cannot criticize a situation when you're always in the gratitude mode. So the
Mm,
technique that I use all the time is because our brains go crazy. We're always thinking with all the chaos that's happening around us and in the world, the brain is always going 10,000 miles per hour.
yes.
So really, we cannot really just be in our brains, because a lot of people have insomnia. I see a lot of patients who cannot sleep, and it could even be not their energy, it could be like the collective's energy too. So with acupuncture I help them. But they say live from your heart. It's the heart center that our really our base is in our heart. That's where the love is. That's where we can get connected to everything and everyone. So the technique that I use, that I've learned, is called the mind heart coherence technique, that you connect the heart and the heart and the brain together with gratitude, the mode of gratitude. And what happens is, once you do that 3 minutes a day, believe it or not, I mean,
Can
I
we
do
can
five.
we
Remember, you're a unique creation. Your soul is created only once. Cherish your soul, cherish your experiences. Let your truth shine through you. This is not what you see with your eyes. This existence must be felt with your heart.
That's it. We're done. You're done. You're done. You did so well. You did so well. Yeah, see, tummy feels better. Everything feels better. No, his neck is so much better. Yeah, yeah. Your neck is so much better. Now you have full range. See? You have full range of motion. You can look at mommy from everywhere she goes. Oh,
Pounds with no dietary restrictions. She feels amazing, she feels confident and sexy again, and she was so surprised that even her sleep was so much better and restful, and she had so much energy during the daytime.
Or not. I mean,
can
I
we
do
can
five.
we can we can we tap that in the chat? It's called mind.
mind-heart coherence technique.
Mind-heart coherence. Okay, perfect. Okay, break that
Yeah,
down for us,
everybody can
please.
YouTube that. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
And one of the best authors, Greg Braden. I mean, he is an incredible human that I follow, and I learn a lot from him. But this is such a simple technique. It's just 3 minutes. I do it for 5 minutes, but you can do it for 3 minutes in the morning. I do it 3 minutes at night as well. But it's just that connecting your brain to your heart. So you just put your hands in your heart to bring the attention to the heart, because wherever we put our hands in our bodies, even if you're in pain, you can put one finger on the pain area. Sorry about that. Dookie, yeah. Sorry about that. You can put one finger in the pain area and then concentrate on that area, and it will, like, you're bringing the attention of healing to that area. So the same thing you can do it, putting both hands into your heart, closing your eyes, and really centering, taking a couple of breaths. And what happens is your body slows down, you become very calm, and you start doing gratitude. So the thing is, once you start thinking about gratitude, that's your brain, you're bringing to your heart. And it's been proven that, I mean, he was doing so much research to what happens to these people who do that. The immune system increases, I think it was saying 60%. Your anxiety goes away. The way that you react to things during the day becomes much better, calmer. You can make better decisions. It's life-changing, just 3 minutes a day. And once you do that, you're closing your eyes, you just start saying what I mean, I put my timer on my phone and I start saying whatever I'm grateful for, like for my boys, for my health, for my house, for my dog, whatever that you're grateful for, you just keep saying it 3 minutes. It is like incredible. It works like magic. And I would recommend that, especially since we all, I mean, it, I believe in it. If you do something, it affects the whole, all of us. Once, let's say you change your diet, it's not just for Kaya. If I'm doing this, it's not just for Neda. It's for the whole planet. We're raising the consciousness and the energy of the planet. So just imagine more and more people calming down. I really believe in humanity. I mean, a lot of people have given up humanity. I believe in humanity. I think we're incredible, and I think we're going to be okay at the end. So, but little steps that we take, it really affects all of us. So even if I don't want to do it for me, because I'm very human and other people oriented, I'm like, no, I need to do this for the whole planet. So I can't miss my little 3-minute meditation or whatever we want to call it. So, yeah.
These are such powerful tools and so simple, and they've been around for thousands of years.
Yes.
And it's just a testament to, your state, your aura, your energy. When you walk in a room, I've been at events with you, and there could be 500 people there, and you're the life of the entire party. You're also, you have this energy that it just doesn't seem like there's any end to it. It's just ongoing. And so you're tapping into a force and energy. And I know that Think and Grow Rich and Napoleon Hill was really talking about that, really being connected. And so when you're really connected and you're using the tools, that's so powerful. So tell us a little bit more about Om and the white seat. And I know that one of the things that you're really passionate about, you've shared a lot about Think and Grow Rich and your transformation there. One of the things you're really passionate about is sort of removing the stigma of this. And again, could we, not that we're getting controversial, just that everybody has a different stance on everything. And really the question is, how can we just come from love? So my intention of bringing up this topic is just, how can we all come from love and empower everybody? Women empower men, men empower women, and all win together. And so you want to help shift, because you have 2 teenage sons. I have 2 sons, Kaya Jr. is 25 and Timur is 24. And you have 2 teenage sons, and you want them to feel like they can be all that they can be. And you want to help remove this stigma, or heal this stigma around this toxic masculine. And that's part of the reason why you're having this thing called high value men. So just share with us a little bit your passion on that, and then anything that you want to share on that would be great.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, as I said, I grew up in Middle East where women have been for thousands of years. This double standards. Women don't get the rights to do many things. Now it's shifting a little bit, but it's been like that forever. But I feel like now the pendulums are, it's always the pendulum. Now it's switching. And I don't want for the next thousands of years for men to get abused, because
Ah,
it's almost like, not like we're headed that way. I don't think men will stand for that, honestly. But at the same time, why create more separation? Why can all of us get along? Like, that's my whole thing. Why do we have to put somebody else or another sex to feel better or say we're in control? Or, I mean, why can't we
yeah.
all bring, as humans, whatever you are, you're young, you're old, you're man, you're female, whatever you identify as, why can't we all accept each other and respect each other and love each other? I
Yeah.
mean, that's my whole point. And because I have two sons, that's why I started this In the White Seat with Dr. Neda. It's on YouTube. And I, interview men like yourself, high value men. And
And
when I
Mo
say,
Rock and Rex Sykes coming up, and
oh,
definitely Mark Victor Hansen. So we definitely want to put some of the powerful speakers on this platform on that white seat, because you'll help shed
absolutely.
a new perspective. Yes.
Absolutely, especially because these men, if how do I identify a high value man? Because right now, especially with social media, they're saying men need to be 6 foot tall, has six packs and Bugattis. No, this is not. This is what teenagers are. I have teenage sons, so I'm like, no, 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 no. The whole concept is absolutely wrong. So my definition of high value men, this movement is about men who live and lead from their hearts.
Mm.
This, in my definition, these are the men who are leading from the heart. They don't have ego problems, that they don't have this, I'm better, I'm this, I'm that. It's all about understanding, centered, grounded men. So I want my boys to look up to men like yourself. That's what I would like them to be like, the good examples. That's why I even started this whole thing, basically. So yeah.
And so, Dr. Neda, I know that you have a wealth of wisdom and knowledge. How do people find you? You have an incredible following. You've got an enormous amount of followers on Instagram, and obviously we know why, because you are focused out. You're focused on helping people. You see the light in everybody, and so tell us, how do the people find you on Instagram, LinkedIn, and I believe you have 2 websites as well, and then also I think you have a free gift.
Yes, I do. I do. So I'm on Instagram. All my social media is public. So nothing is private. Everybody can find me, and whatever I do in life, people can see Dr. Neda. If they just put Dr. Neda, DRNEDA, they can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and the websites are Dr. Neda, spelled out DOCTR, Dr. Neda, NEDA.com. And my other website is for natural fat loss. It's called the thenaturalfatloss.com. So those are the 2 websites. And then as we were talking, I said, if people want to try the fat loss, if they want to lose the weight, or if they want to, I mean, this is only for men, increase
Their libido.
Believe it or not, I drank the product. It didn't do anything to me.
I did. Well, I'm glad. If it's going to help men, I'm glad it didn't do anything for you, because if it's helping you, I would wonder.
I just want to see what it tastes like, and I'm like, anything, nothing happened.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we can give those for free. Yes.
All right, Dr. Neda, we continue to love you, grow with you, and we want you in this journey with us. Maybe deliver one of our, just not even a panel interview, but actually deliver, some tools. So for those of you that are wanting to continue attending these live events, I'll invite Dr. Neda, I'll invite Dr. Khalil Ali, invite the mayor. We're going to be partnering up. We're already partnering up with the Los Angeles Tribune, and then also with Think and Grow Rich, Satish Verma, from the CEO there. And if you want to attend any of these free live events as my guest, in addition to the attendees that are already here, you can text the word TOP, T-O-P, to 26786. Again, just text the word TOP, T-O-P, to 26786. I'm going to be bringing the Los Angeles Tribune and Mo Rock all to the Fortune 500 companies that we coach and train, along with Think and Grow Rich. And let's create an even greater family where we can Win, win, win.
Absolutely, Kaya. God bless you. Thank you for everything that you're doing for this planet, for all of us. Really, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we?
And what makes us human really is the pain, the tears, and the joy, and the tears of joy. It's funny how when we're sad, we cry, and when we're really joyful, we also cry. And
how did your life change after that? I never asked you that question. I really wanted to know.
I think this is part of the reason why I'm here and why I'm in my heart.
Climb continues, we got views to reach. Because when you climb a mountain, there's different views, there's different levels. You can enjoy each view, but then you got to start climbing again. So if you want to reach the top.
And understanding the perspective from each spot, so then we can elevate others at wherever they're at.
But somehow, some way, I'm going to hang in here. I'm going to find a way to win. Every fight I ever had in my whole career, this particular fight, I felt like I was defeated.
And that's a problem, I think, with the younger generation. They're thinking like, everything happened overnight.
What makes somebody a good leader?
Yeah, I think the best leaders are those who, you cannot have your sons go read a book about how to be good in
I need that. Please help me, because I don't know how to love myself very much. This is lacking in me. I love to learn how to love myself.
Are you really serious?
3 parts to forgiveness, right?
Love that. So do you believe in second chances? Giving people second chances?
That's a good point. Good question. So when it comes to romantic relationships,
I really like to be like stem cells. And stem cells.
But here's God though. God says, before you go, put all your equipment in the car. And I did. For no reason. I just did it.
What has had the greatest impact in your life?
The greatest impact.
That I actually lost my best friend when I was 9 in front of my eyes. Her dad, and her brother.
There's one that I remember, and I'll never forget it, and it came from my son. And I think it's the best compliment I've ever, gotten. And
What would your advice be for the younger generation?
I think women now they are living in this delusional life.
Believing in God and believing you, anything can be possible. So I say that all the time in Spanish. Y digo, creyendo en ti, en Dios, que es todo el universo, todo es posible. And that's why I'm here.
Sí, claro que sí.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. No, really.
Oh, thank you so much for the... Oh, you chose me? Oh, I don't want to screw this up. Oh, no, because I know there's so many others. You chose me.
That.
Oh, my God. Wait. Oh, it might not happen? Oh, okay. Oh, it's happening. Okay, thank God it's happening.
Holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave?
When Maya came to us at 34 years old, she wanted to lose 30 pounds because she wanted to gain her confidence back, to be able to go out and socialize with her friends. She got into healthy eating and started to prep her food. She got into exercise and working out. The best she could do was lose 5 to 8 pounds, and in a very brief period of time, she would just gain it back. So she was very frustrated and felt really stuck. The good news is after 10 weeks being on our natural fat loss, easy to use supplements, she lost 33 pounds.